Hi, my name is John. I'm an addict in recovery, and like uh, today I've been thinking a lot about just me, like in my life, and all the things that make my life up, and how much things have changed from the person that I used to be to the person that I am today, and the things that created that to happen, and um, like like I guess I'm full of like gratitude or some shit, or like I'm like wanting to burst out with, you know, with just looking back at how much my life has changed and how much things have changed and how people, you know, uh, look at me today and like all the good things that people say about me, like, like my goodness, like, like I was such a mess when I got here to recovery, and all the things that have happened as a result. Like, I mean, I've gone through some changes, and I didn't use, and I moved on, and like bad things really happened, and I still didn't use, and I had health problems and I still didn't use, and like my goodness, and I've been able to like stay clean throughout all of this, and like they were all reasons for me to use, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were never good enough reasons, but they were all reasons that I could have ended up using. And uh and I think that what I held on to was like so much of what this program offers, like the 12 steps and recovery in itself, and I wish, that I could like have time in one of these videos to tell my whole story, but like, like it's not enough time to tell everything, and like everything that ended up happening as a result. How much I've changed, and how my heart has changed, and like like today, like sometimes, yeah, I'm feeling like depressed and stuff like that, and I get anxiety and stuff like that, but like for the most part, like I feel so fucking happy sometimes, and so full of joy that I want to cry, because of how well things have turned out, and like like the highs, you know, are just as great, you know, and just as like I mean, the highs are just as wonderful and beautiful, and sometimes just as meaningful as the lows that I have, because the lows are meaningful too, because like if I don't have any lows, I won't be able to appreciate the highs. And so I'm like looking at everything, and I just thinking about how so much of, like 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 everything that makes this happen, like the program, like the 12 steps, like the fellowship, like the people, like like family, like oh my goodness, like how I learned to appreciate all those things because I have like this program in my life, you know uh, and like I used to feel trapped. I don't know if you guys can know, what I mean. Like I was so freaking trapped, in that world, that before I got here, I was so damn trapped. Like I couldn't get out of the prison that I had made for myself, and like I've been set free. Like, like it was so much darkness that I was in, like it was so dark in those times, when I was out there using. Like there was so much darkness, and how I've been able to like move into, brought like this program just brought me into the light, and be able to see so much of what happens, and like I'm not saying that bad things don't happen, because like bad things do happen, but like they're not, you know it's bad, but it's not to the point where if, it doesn't, like I'm not able to get up from it, not able to get up from the badness. Like I'm not able to move on, and see, you know, um, my way through it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, my goodness, like I've gotten so many tools, from being in recovery, and from living clean, and being able to be, you know, um, like practicing these 12 steps in my life, because like they are. If this is a way of living, like a lot of times people think that going to meetings that you get that it's about having a support program, but it's so much more than just a support program. It's a way of life. It's the way we do things. It's how we face the things that are before us. It's the way we handle them. Like this program gives us the ability to handle situations, and not be devastated from them. And like I can't say enough. Oh my goodness, like I can't believe, like how much, and how effective this whole deal is. Like when I say that this shit works, it truly has worked. It has worked in my life. And I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video, because like all like I was just so full of these emotions that I've been feeling, and like like I can't contain myself. Like I like like, oh, like I just want to scream and tell the world, you know how beautiful it can be, like even for a person who's out there using, who thinks that they can't find a way to stay clean. Like this program works. Like it works. Like I wish that this video would go viral to the newcomer, to let them know that, my goodness, that you don't have to continue to live the way you're living, because like your whole world could be so much more different if you just turn around and practice this way of life. Like this way of life, like it freaking works. Like like all those highs that that I used to chase, like I feel some of those highs sometimes, and I don't even have to get high. Like man, my goodness, like like, and they last a lot longer than the highs that I had when I was using. And so you know my goodness, I don't know if I even made any sense. Like, I don't even know. Like, sometimes, like I wish I could like bring you inside of me, and show you how good I feel on the inside, and how so much appreciative I am about how things have turned out. And I'm, look, let me tell you, like I got bills, like I got, like like I owe a bunch of money, and like my world, like I'm not rich, like like I didn't end up hitting the lotto, like I didn't, but like so much of what I feel inside could not pay. There's no money in the world that could have paid for how I feel, for the way, like I feel about myself, and for how so much I accept who I am. And like, like I'm so glad to be me, and so glad that this program, like, like who I am today. Like, my goodness, and like everything isn't perfect. Like I got some sons that that I don't even know, because of the addiction that I have. And I'm not trying to make excuses for that, but like I have some sons that I don't even know. And but I have a daughter that I know, and I have family that I know. And like everything is imperfect, is what I'm saying. And yet, like I feel so, so complete inside. Like this program has completed me. It's like it was the piece of the puzzle that needed to complete the puzzle. Like I mean, like like learning to stay clean, and then learning to work the steps in my life, and finding a new way of life. Like, oh my goodness, like how much that has made a difference, in me living today, and the way I live, you know and and I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I wish I could, like, bring you inside of me, and like just allow you, like I wish I could transmit what I feel within myself to you, you know by spirit, and all I can do is try to share or express those feelings of those feelings that I have within myself, of like, I guess, joy and excitement and you know happiness and peace, and sometimes so much peace, like so much peace of mind, and oh my goodness, like, the kind of peace that surpasses all understanding, the kind of peace that, you sit in your you can sit in silence, and you don't have to turn on the TV, you don't have to turn on the stereo, because you're okay with being you in quietness, and I know that y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I know that y'all know what I'm talking about when I say, man, the kind of peace that this world cannot even pay for. Like, like you can't put a price on what this program does for you. Like people who are not willing to go to any lengths to get this. Like, you're really robbing yourself of 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 some great rewards that you receive from doing this thing. And anyway, I went over my 10 minutes, but I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. And I don't know what I don't know, exactly, but like, I just wanted to tell you that if nobody told you they love you today, I love you, and the God of my understanding loves you too. Thank you for listening.